So now I'm torn. I'm going to maybe make this short. I might make this long. It depends on John. John is a guy from Canada. He wants to argue for pro life. All right. What do you got?
Okay, I just want to say that I heard what you said about reproductive rights, and I like to say that I'm completely willing to stand pro-life. Abortion should be banned as far as I'm concerned, because to kill children is just murder. Children in the womb. That's my stance. And
why? What is the basis for that opinion? I think Star Trek is better than Star Wars. I can give you lots of reasons why. Go ahead and tell me why abortion should be banned.
Because inside is a living being that's about to be born. A whole life can become for that. Who knows what that baby could be? It could be a doctor or an ex-president of the United States.
John, do you think that the government should have the authority to dictate the terms and conditions under which you enjoy your body? You agree with that statement?
Well, if you have no problem with the government telling you to put a needle in your arm, I don't see why you have a problem with it.
I'm asking you, are you okay with ceding to the government the ability to decide what conditions you are allowed to enjoy your physical body? Are you? Yes or no?
It's not my body. It's the baby's body. I'm just carrying it.
John, I'm asking you if you are okay with the government telling you what you can and can't do with your body. It's a yes or a no question.
I just answered it. It's not my body, it's the baby's body. I'm just carrying it.
I'm asking
there's no baby in the question, John. There's no baby in the question. For example, would you be content with the government forcing you to donate a kidney? Is kind of the point that Johnny's trying to make.
Bingo.
Forget babies.
The kidney and the baby are two different things. You can't
get babies. It's the question is not about babies. It's would you be comfortable with the government dictating what you can do with your body, such as donating organs or bone marrow, etc.
Yeah, enough judo, John. To answer the question, yes or no?
Yes or no?
It's my kidney. It's my kidney. I decide what I do with it.
Okay, so you're not okay with the government intervening in the use of your body, right?
If it's my body, no.
Okay, got it. Okay, but you are okay with the government intervening in the body of someone else in the use of their body if there is a pregnancy involved.
I don't know why you're acting this way. The woman chose to make the baby.
I was born this way. I got.
What are you doing, Johnny? Why are you like this?
I got issues. I got problems, and I'm not the only one.
Why are you laughing?
Because I think it's funny.
I think it's being silly.
You agree that murder is wrong because murder is wrong.
It's not murder.
I don't think it's murder.
Legally, technically, it's not murder.
Yeah, John, we've talked about this so many times.
It is murder because it's a living being, right? Okay, according to your logic, it's using your body without your consent. If it's not,
is it murder to step on a worm?
Yeah, John. Does the mother of a 5-year-old child, can the government force a mother of a 5-year-old child to donate her kidney to that child when that child needs it and that parent is compatible?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Really? No.
Yes.
False.
Well, it should be.
Oh, it should be. Okay. What about oh, that's very interesting. So should the government force a father to donate a kidney to a 5-year-old child?
It should be, yes.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
So when you said earlier that you wouldn't allow the government to intervene and force you to do you that's not true. You would if it was a child. It should be legal for the government to force you to forego your bodily autonomy for children.
You don't need a kidney to live. You don't need a kidney to live.
What if
No,
this
you don't, but it
child
can reduce your quality of life.
Yeah, what if the
That's
child
why it's a
has
choice.
what if the child has one bad kidney and then the second is gone? And the second kidney, pretty much need a kidney to live, or you're gonna be living on dialysis 24 hours a day, right?
Mm.
Like super dialysis. Okay. John, I think we got the answer we're looking for, quite honestly. So, folks at home, those of you who, and I'm gonna let you go, John, because no one really likes it when you call. They especially don't like it when the call goes on forever. But I think this is the consequence that we're looking at. John has illustrated it. I think you have to be okay with the government having like 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365-day a year access to the insides and outsides of your body without the ability to appeal if they, there's that they again, decide that it's warranted in some way. Now, we know that we had some issues with regard to the COVID-19 vaccine. Of course, there were no absolute requirements. No one had to get it done. But there are certain requirements, there are certain agreements that we've all come to settle with, that um, the right to privacy, the right of self autonomy, these kind of things. But if you're going to accept the fact that the government can tell a pregnant person that they have to carry a pregnancy to term, I think you also have to be okay with the government dictating your organs, the use of your organs. Well, you got two of them, Emma. There's
Mhm.
a chap over in, I don't know, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, who really needs your kidney. And because we've already done this scan, we've already determined that you're compatible. You got another one. He's got none. It's going to this other person, and there ain't shit all you can do about it. And I think that
Mhm.
might seem extreme, but I do think that this there tends to be an overlap in culture between those who would dictate um, the the bodily autonomy of pregnant people or pregnantable people, and individuals who believe that we have certain inalienable individual rights to be free from the imposition of government. And I think they got a little bit
Mm.
of cognitive dissonance on this one. I honestly
Yeah,
do.
that's so it's so true because it's so fascinating that
Yeah.
John's initial response was, "No, I would not the government should not have autonomy over my body at all,"
But then you
until
yeah.
yeah,
Because he
until pregnancy is part of the discussion, and that's the thing, and the most
yeah.
because these discussions around abortion, and I prefer not to use the term pro-life, I prefer anti-abortion,
Yeah.
because I think it is pro-life to protect,
Mhm.
people's health and choices. Um, the most important and like decisive question you can ask to put a stop to these cyclical discussions around faith and reasoning and whatever and murder or what have you is how do you legislate that?
Yeah.
Because in the end, if you try to legislate away abortion, but you have these opinions, oh, in the case of medically inviable, then it would be okay. No, it doesn't work like that. What you end up is you try and legislate abortion away, and people have to spend 9 months with a non-viable pregnancy.
Yeah.
And doctors cannot help those people, even though there would never be a living human being at the end of it, because they will get sued, arrested, or whatever at the end of it. This
Oh, it's
is
happening.
it all comes down to how do you legislate that and how much of bodily autonomy are you willing to give to the government?
Yeah. It's these issues are taking place right now in the several states that have limited abortion access. And I think that given time, we will see some additional horror stories. But there's plenty of atheists in our community who are very anti-abortion, and I'm sure they will make some wonderful comments in the comments below. And I'm just going to skip over those.